He's still. Hey, good evening,
Hey.
good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be in this bright, wonderful world we call home. It is the Aloha Hour upon us once again. I am your humble servant, Mike S. Miller. Bulgogi's on the left, kebabs on the right. And once again, with me is the illuminated and effervescent Edwin. I was about to call you Elliot. Edwin Boyett.
As always, I'm coming straight at you on the Boomer Express, and it's amazing to be with you once again.
Yeah, let's see if anybody check the chat and see if the sound is okay on their end. Maybe it is my speaker.
Okay, yeah, we'll check that. Chat, can you let us know how we're sounding tonight? Because it sounds like
no, because Edwin sounded fine before, but then he changed something again.
Oh, did you change something back?
Didn't make any changes. I turned. Strange Edwin. That's not good. It says Edwin's sound is busted. Interesting. Well, tell you what, I'm going to hop out and I will come right back in. Okay?
But then I'll be all alone.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I loaded up. I was having Edwin load up the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 comic book, which, like, the first 3 issues are available on the Black Ops website. And I kind of wanted to flip through that, but right as I was coming on, I went to go load up the page, and I discovered, maybe I haven't been paying any attention today, but I discovered that the Dark Phoenix trailer dropped today. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, but I didn't even watch it yet. So Edwin and I were going to, like, watch it live so you could, it'll be like a Dark Phoenix trailer reaction video for us boomers who remember Dark Phoenix back when she first came out in the 80s. Those many, many years ago. And now I can't hear. Let me try to open up something else. Let me try to open up something. You know how it is. I hope everyone is having just a spectacular evening. I'll be honest, I'm getting exhausted from all of this YouTubing. It is a lot of work. I mean, it probably doesn't seem like it's a lot of work to you guys, but it is really a great deal of work. And so I don't know. I come on for the Aloha Hour, and I do tend to feel a little refreshed because of the company, because of Edwin, in no small part. It's good to have the fellowship, if you know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure a lot of you do. I also had another idea. I was running past my wife. What do you guys think about me having my wife read the super chats? Like, set her up. I'll set her up on her own channel. And then whenever you guys want to see my wife, all you have to do is super chat.
You're so mercenary. You're so. You're not a samurai.
You're
not a samurai. You're a dirty
Ronin to pay money just to see her.
Dirty Ronin for hire.
It's not prostitution. Shut up.
A Blacklist universe with Geisha Mike.
Oh man, it is getting warm in here. Let me turn my fan on.
How is my sound now? How is my sound now? By the way.
Yeah, that sounds better. What'd you do?
It looked like for some reason the computer had turned the input all the way down. I had to go into the control panel for some reason. No idea why that happened.
Interesting. So, did you get the Call of Duty link I sent you?
I did. Let me pull that up.
You know, my son is working on a video. Should I tell him about the video? He's working on a video, a Comic Skate video that's going to have all of us on it. We just got him Adobe, what's it called? After Effects?
The whole cloud. We got everything.
I guess I paid for everything, the entire Adobe Cloud package, and so he's been.
Yeah, that's a good package. That's a good package.
Marsupial Gamer wants to know what's with the do-rag. It's that's my I couldn't find the hairbrush. I couldn't find the hairbrush to put my hair back in a ponytail, so I just threw this on. It's the sad truth. We have like 5 hairbrushes, and I can never find one of them. It's the insanity of my life. But it is what it is. Devilish Boredom says I could make serious bank, apparently, by shelling out my wife. She should start her own channel. She will blow this one away with subscribers. She would, I think. If I could get her to just hang out here next to me. No, but she likes to do her own thing, so. You should do it like this. Once a week, Game of Thrones High Council, alternate Aloha, and the Game of Thrones solo streams. Alternate? Oh, because you weren't hearing. I was saying how exhausting all this YouTubing is. Don't you find this exhausting?
Sometimes it's some weeks I've got to back off some just because it's a lot some weeks, and I can't even keep up with everything I necessarily want to do. Yeah,
you had a stream on tonight for new talent, right?
Yeah. I went through a bunch of different indie projects, a bunch of different Comicscape projects. I try to give a chance for some of the people who maybe haven't got traction or don't already have an existing audience to make some connections with different people and at least get seen. Yeah,
right.
Because getting so big and like all the indie comic scenes, there's a lot of noise out there, and there's a lot of cool projects that don't necessarily need a ton of money to be successful. And just a lot of people don't get a chance to encounter them. So I try and get some of those people out too, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm glad you do that. I mean, I know Ethan had started his stream and stuff, and but I was just so tired. I'm like, I just want to like watch a movie with the kids. So we watched The Magnificent Seven, and I know some people don't like that, the remake. I liked it. I love Westerns, and we don't get a lot of options for Westerns nowadays. So yeah, the original Magnificent Seven, one of my favorite old-timey Westerns, but I thought the remake was decent.
Yeah, no, it's fun. Sometimes people get all bent out of shape because it's not exactly the way this grandmaster made it, and it's a derivative. Yes, of course it's a derivative. But guess what? Shakespeare already wrote everything everybody's writing today. How many years ago? Every story is a rebranded Shakespeare. Yeah. And before that it was the Bible. Yeah. So pretty much every story you're reading is something rebranded straight out of the Bible, the Epic of Gilgamesh, Shakespeare, some of these Greek tragedies. There was truly nothing new under the sun. Not even the expression, there is nothing new under the sun. That's probably, 3,000 years old?
Absolutely. Yeah, 3 or 4, yeah. The Magnificent Seven ripped off the Seven Samurai. Actually, the Magnificent Seven didn't rip off the Seven Samurai. It was essentially licensed as a American remake of the Seven Samurai. So it was like legitimate. It was a legitimate, authorized remake. Just like how they do. What did they just do? They did a Japanese version of an American Unforgiven. I haven't seen it yet, but they did a Japanese version of Unforgiven as a samurai film, and it's the same sort of thing. It's like legitimate, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's dang it, I can't believe I haven't seen it yet. I was looking forward to it, and then I just totally missed it when it came out.
There's a lot of talent in the Magnificent Seven, too. You know what I liked when I was a kid, back when we still had Blockbuster? I remember one summer I watched all the Miyamoto Musashi films. Was that Toshiro Mifune? Who was that? I'm trying to remember the actor's name.
Yeah.
It was all subtitled though. Loved it all. Like watched, you know, from the point where he's like this peasant in a village and he's basically like a punk. And watching the action of it. But yeah, that was great. Getting that stuff redone and, you know, or copied or an homage.
Yeah. You mean
people
like
get so caught up like in the idea that like ideas have value, and they do, but really, as far as entertainment, what has value, I think, is execution, because everybody's got ideas.
Yeah. Sorry. The remake was also called Unforgiven. Musashi Miyamoto. That was
Yeah.
Was that the blind? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing blank.
No, Musashi. He was sword saint, the sword philosopher. He wrote the book Go no Shoren, the book of. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I know the name. My mom watched
real
Zatoichi. That's who I'm thinking of. Zatoichi. I was going to work on this. This is the page I'm working. How's my stream? Is it looking good? This is my my damsel in distress page. We're bringing back girls who need boys to save them. It's called Misogyny Press. Welcome back to the 80s. And someone...
I'm seeing you moderately pixelated, but I don't know if that's my signal or yours.
Gosh, I hope it's not. I've got my hard line in. Still blurry. Great. I don't know what
I wonder if that's a hardware issue.
It worked fine during the day. It was like clear as a bell.
Yeah, and during drawn and quartered, it was a lot crisper. It could just be your neighborhood, man. Everybody could be Netflix and chilling and taking all your bandwidth.
So frustrating. Well, we got about 97 viewers in here right now. You want to watch that that Dark Phoenix?
Yeah, you want me to share my screen? I don't think anybody will hear it though.
That's fine. Let's do this. The screen share. I'm gonna play it over here on my thing so I can actually hear it, but kind of lower because I don't want to get. You know, everybody go to another YouTube window. Look up the Dark Phoenix. What's it called? Let's see.
Dark Phoenix official trailer.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix official trailer HD 20th Century Fox. The Sansa actress. Yes. Everybody.
You want me to leave this up, or do you want me?
Drop it in the chat. Yeah.
Let's see.
And then we'll do a countdown, and we'll all watch it together. You can just pop it on your screen, and we'll watch the silent version here.
All right, hang on. Hopping back into the chat. I'm like Art the Bear, and then I press paste, and then I hit enter, and you can see the link. I'm going to look. All right, let me share my screen. Then I press the button.
Okay, there we go. Is everybody ready? Is everyone ready? We'll do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
No.
I like it. It's not the comic, obviously. They can't go off and have, you know, the Dark Phoenix did not go out and destroy planets and all that fun stuff that they, you know, did in the comics. I don't know. I think they've been doing a much better job on these recent X-Men films than they had in the first 4 or so. Right? The first 4 X-Men were kind of, and then when they started the reboot, the First Class and all that stuff, they just got a lot better. So, I don't know. Apparently, you don't seem pleased.
I like the parts with oh, I could hear myself badly. Let me see. Let me make sure I didn't turn the chat on. Okay. I like the parts with Magneto.
I love, Fassbender as Magneto is so great, you know? Yeah. The last one was not great, but yet it was still better than most of the first 3. Yeah, only 3.
Yeah, not like Kevin Bacon as Sebastian Shaw. It was like, ugh. Was it Kevin Bacon they had play Sebastian? Yeah.
Yeah. The movie will bomb. I don't know. Maybe it might bomb out of comic book fatigue, though. More so out of fatigue than out of it as itself.
Well,
I don't know.
I'll tell you a pattern I've noticed. Black Panther was dark. The Last Avengers was dark. Justice League was dark. Everything is dark and gloomy and dreary, and there's not been anything too
Uplifting.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
my friend is what Shazam will be for.
I actually Shazam, yeah, and I'm not super excited about that, but Shazam, by contrast, may just because it's bright and fun, Shazam may jump out there and actually be a pretty big hit.
Yeah, I think it's kind of got a younger Last American Hero vibe to it. So out of all the DC films, I'm probably looking forward to that one the most, just because it does look like they're actually going to have fun with it. You know, when was the last time you had fun at a DC movie?
Never.
Never. There you go. With the one scene though in the Justice League where Skippy Flash is running by, fake Flash is running by, right? And Superman turns his, CGI upper lip around and looks at him. That was probably the best thing in that movie.
The highlight of the film. Aquaman looks bright. No, Aquaman looks dark too.
Yeah, Infinity War is going to be dark by nature, but man, it seems like just about everything though has been dark, super dark, bleak. Maybe I was just looking at that X-Men preview. It feels like something I could see on the WB, if that makes sense. Something about it.
I think the production value is going to be fantastic. I mean,
you think so?
Yeah. It's just whether or not they can, because this is obviously not the comic story at all. They're just basically ripping off a very basic premise about Jean and then trying to shoehorn that premise into the world they have set up already for the previous books, because there's so much missing in the grander story of the Dark Phoenix saga that they can't do. It's like writing a novel from like a one paragraph
Right.
description, you know. It's so I don't know who's writing it. That to me is what makes it the most important thing. If it's a good writer who had time to craft an elegant story, then it'll be good. If not, it'll bomb.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they kind of like the tone, or X-Men always felt dark.
Well, Dark Phoenix saga.
Yeah.
That's going to be dark regardless, especially if it ends the way the Dark Phoenix saga ended. And I hope it does. I hope they're true to that.
Yeah, I wonder if some of it is just purely superhero movie fatigue. Because like when we were,
that's what I was saying.
When me and you were young, we didn't have any of this. When was our first real superhero movie?
Superman,
yeah. 19, was it 78 or 79?
Oh gosh, that's right. That was the other ones that were in the 80s. Yeah, I think it was 78, maybe 78.
Yeah. Oh, this would have been like I think yesterday or the day before would have been Christopher Reeve's 66th birthday.
Oh wow.
That's so hard to picture him being a grandpa.
Rampy. Let's see. No channel. So yeah. Gosh, what has been a bright, happy The Incredibles. That's it.
The Incredibles.
Look how well it does.
Were any of the
Fantastic Four was.
Fantastic Four?
I think what they feel like they have to do is they have to make it dark because that makes it more grounded in realism for some reason.
Mm.
And so they want to relate to like a more realistic audience instead of like going off of these goofy superhero stories or things like that. And so, yeah, they want to keep it dark so we can.
Bam! Yeah, Derek's right. Ant-Man, Thor 3, and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wonder Woman was dark for most of it. It was great, but it still was darker toned. But she's in the DC universe, so they sort of had to be. But yeah, Thor 3, I mean, some people didn't like it because it was sort of somehow out of character or something. But boy, that was just the most fun I'd had at a superhero movie in ages.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Ant-Man 2. Yeah, just good, fun stories, man. That's what
am I still locked on screen share?
Oh, are you? Yes. Sorry. I didn't want to look at me. Let's see how I look. Nuclear sandwich. Through a potato. What? What?
Through a potato. All right. So out of between the Captain Misogyny trailer and Dark Dodo, which one do you prefer?
Oh, Captain Misogyny. What the heck? I'm going to get in trouble anyways. Let's bring misogyny back.
Oh, no. That's getting quoted tomorrow.
I know. No, I mean, I love having, strong female characters. It's a reality, and it's something great that young women should be able to look up to. But at the expense of men having
Testicles.
Testicles. Yeah. Having a heroic role in heroic movies, saving the damsel. I mean, that's every young boy's, you know, fantasy. It's like, oh, I'm going to save my girlfriend from some crazed gunman bursting into the school. It's like, you know, it's male power fantasies. That's what comics have been in for the dang near 100 years, 80 years.
Well, this is why we have nice things. We have nice things because men want to have pretty woman or want whatever mate that they can attract to hang around. This is why we don't all live down by the river. Like if if we only hung out with females once a year, probably most men would live in a shack down by the river and would be happy about it, right? But because you want the pretty lady to hang around, yeah, we invented architecture and indoor plumbing and all these nice things, so they would stay around.
Yeah, we invented plumbing to get chicks. Hold on, my son has a question.
So, you know how Darth Vader has the Force and all that? And Luke Skywalker has? So, when they were battling, couldn't Luke Skywalker or Vader just do this to his neck?
It's a fine point.
To snap his neck.
Could you hear him?
The snap? Do the snap again. Nice. Nice.
He could just snap his neck with the Force. That would be that easy.
Very, very true.
Yeah, you always wonder, like, because Vader was so strong when he's like having the lightsaber battle.
I mean,
why he doesn't just reach out, kind of like what Kylo Ren did to the other guy. But why did you know how when you were a kid, was your brother younger or older than you, Mike?
Older. I'm the youngest.
Older. Okay, well, maybe he did it to you. Maybe you remember this. Like, Mike, why are you hitting yourself, Mike? So you wonder why Darth Vader.
No, I was the stronger one.
Or Darth Vader
just reach out with his force power, right, as he's lightsabering with somebody, and just make the guy stab himself with his own.
Yeah.
With his own
well,
lightsaber.
He wouldn't have done it to Luke because Luke was his son.
Well, or he could have just done. Or
Darth Vader was holding back.
Yeah,
Did you understand?
But what if Darth Vader did this? You know how he killed tons of Jedis?
Yeah.
What if he took all their lightsabers, turned them all on, and just used the Force to have multiple in the
Yeah, they're all just spinning like.
Yeah, just like a bug zapper, for Jedis, right? I mean,
he just walks around with 20 lightsabers zipping around, and walking through the middle of a field.
And he could just be flying with the Force, right?
That's true.
Zipping around, just bug zapper.
How did Mace Windu die falling out of a building?
If he could
That's how he died?
Force.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to die.
Yeah, he committed suicide.
He got pushed out of a building and he died. He was totally conscious.
Who pushed him out of the building?
Was Gail Simone a script consultant, or?
Wait, Daddy, who pushed him out of the building?
Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker.
Then couldn't he have just used the Force to pull Anakin with him?
Well, I mean,
stop making points.
Who's the third voice? They want to know who's talking.
Or he could snap. He could just snap Anakin's neck right there.
Right.
Yeah, Mace was supposed to be like the second most powerful Force wielder.
So while he was falling, he could have just done this to Anakin.
Just give him the.
Yeah.
And then break
You can
his
even
neck.
give him the three snaps up in a Z formation.
Okay, beat it. You're done. Yeah, get your own channel, kid.
Nice. I like it. Just taking over the stream.
Yeah, right.
Fortune favors the bold, young Miller. It's almost setting up the samurai sword and issuing a challenge. He's ready to take over as patriarch of the Miller household. That's how it works. You have to, in the Miller household, you have to do your father.
Right. Oh, Durkin has an answer. The Force requires focus. You can't focus well enough to do that when you're having someone swing a lightsaber at your head.
You're well trained.
You can, yes, exactly. If you're well trained enough, then none of that stuff should bother you.
Didn't in the first of the what was it? The Force Awakens. Didn't Kylo Ren? Didn't he freeze a Force bolt or a blaster bolt?
Blaster bolt. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So enough. Your
argument is invalid.
You guys ever play Star Wars Lego? I played a little bit. My kids played the heck out of it. What are you doing? It's bedtime. It's 11:30. You have to go to sleep.
On the computer.
You have to go to sleep. You got to get up for school, Mom.
Zach Hawkins says Man Eaters was terrible. So bad I couldn't even finish Richard's video.
What is Man Eaters?
That is a Chelsea Kane comic book that has been published by Image Comic Books. It starts with a girl of 12 years old who is enacting some sort of action scene with tampons as superheroes, and this young 12-year-old girl is also wearing a well, which of the young Millers are you know the particular hat that was worn that they wore that the pink hats that they wear in the Women's March. I'm trying not to use
the cat hats.
Yeah, the kitty cat hats. Yeah, that's the one. So the 12-year-old girl is playing with tampons and wearing a kitty cat hat in this thing, talking about the patriarchy.
Ray Thulu requests that you please tell him that the tampons were fresh.
Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up.
What are these people thinking? Who's their target audience? Who's honestly going to buy that stuff?
I don't know, man. Like, what is that disease that cat ladies get? Toxoplasmosis or something? Yeah. I think that's the audience. Crazy cat ladies. Crazy cat ladies who are like, they toss up the resist hashtag and I don't know who the audience is. It's nobody who actually buys comic books. I bet you there are more people buying that comic book today to roast it than there are people buying it to enjoy it.
Yes. Same audience as buys Savage Dragon. Snowtip says, I honestly wonder who in the name of God Eric thinks he's writing Savage Dragon for anymore.
Well, he made a comment. He made a comment, and it was something like, I don't know if he made a comment or if it was in his letters column or something, but something to the effect of, if I took out the superhero aspect, would people still show up? Right? Because I think he's recognizing now that he's writing like this just watered down porn stuff. Yeah, that
wasn't watered down. That was the opposite.
I didn't look at it. I didn't look at it in depth, man. It was gonna like.
Oh my gosh, dude! It was freaking so vile. I wish I could erase that part of my brain.
Yeah, it's the Randy reptile, and how do you even sit there and draw that mess for hours without like feeling like a doofus?
He draws that girl looking like she's 13 years old.
The Asian girl or the other girl?
That guy's sick in the head.
It's
honestly disturbing.
It's a little different.
it's freaking disgusting. It's vile. I hope to God no one who watches my show picks that crap up.
Well, barely anybody reads it, man. It's
I know. It sells less than 4,000 copies. Image founder Eric Larson, 4,000 copies. Weaponized Nerd Rage is texting or attempting to text me.
Attempting to text you on the Facebooks or the Twitters.
Twitter me. Hold on. You chat for a moment while I try to see what he wants.
Yeah. Let me catch up with the chat here. Oh, it's a shame we don't have that umbrella guy. He could do the Malin, come out and play. That is the feud between John Mellon and that umbrella guy is amazing. It stretches across all streams now, the entirety of the interwebs. Yeah. And the chat is saying if they wanted to consume porn, I mean, they can actually go watch real porn on the internets for free. They don't have to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's not like it's well done. It's not like it's well drawn.
Yeah, in 2018, you almost have to go out of your way to avoid porn. I see it on Twitter now. I'll just be flipping through posts, and there's like, oh, there's two people having sex. All right.
Are you serious? Doesn't that stuff get banned?
All kinds of, I guess. I see it show up. You know, I try and filter out some of those feeds. You know, certain people say, like, even Cecil was posting like booby pictures today from like Elvira and somebody called Trash. Who is Trash? Was this somebody who was in like Skinamax pictures or something?
I haven't got the foggiest idea.
I'd never heard of him either.
My days of that were back in the Dixie Dynamite era.
Dixie Dynamite.
An era long past. I'm sure she's a wonderful grandmother now.
You know, Sashi, sometimes if people are tweeting a lot of stuff at me, I'll follow them and then I'll turn around and I'll be like, oh, okay, it's porn.
Malin, you have the link if you want to come in. He's calling us old people.
Yeah.
Is anyone else actually?
Do you have John Malin? Oh, there's no actual drawings. So my son is doing, like I said, a Comicsgate like video montage of the different players in Comicsgate, and he wants a meme. He wants to know who all he should have in there. Do you not have an actual picture of art?
I don't have art.
What? Oh.
I don't have things that they do.
Oh. Yeah, he's looking for like funny crap that we've said and done. So John Malin.
Yeah, John says, I'll come in and you'll go to bed.
Yeah.
Hey, John Malin, time for bed.
John, we actually got started pretty late tonight, so you could be here for a bit if you want to.
Yeah, you could have up to 15 minutes. Then I've got to then I've got to rub on the icy hot and drink my prune juice.
You're gonna need that fiber, old man.
Yeah, get that
fiber. I love fiber. Fiber is the best thing ever. I don't want to turn this into the boomer thing, but
we can talk about our ailments and our discount cards.
Well, you know why I like fiber? Because I don't want to be Dirty Doug TeNapel rubbing it till it's bleeding.
Oh, no.
Praise that, because that's my people. My people. Don't stop till I see blood.
Oh no! Oh, Blood Fist Willie, huh? Blood Fist Steve.
Now it's the boomer hour, says Rhaegar. Ben Gay, Typhoid Doug. Yeah.
Typhoid Doug.
When are you gonna have that done?
If there's no one else I should add, then I'm done.
Yeah, just do it, and then if you want to add people later, you can add it.
How is the Game of Thrones stuff coming along? Are you gonna you're gonna reenact some stuff on Friday? Did I catch that right on the Twitter?
No. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a before the show, rewatch the first episode, and then reread the associated chapters, the chapters associated with that episode, and then we'll discuss it on there. I don't think we want to watch. Although we could do a silent watching of it and comment on it as we go.
Now, how does that work? Can you show the video if you don't play the audio?
Yeah, that's the thing, is you can't show the I don't think you can show the video for an entire episode of Game of Thrones. Hello, John.
Aloha. I'm excited for. I just saw the thing a little bit ago that you were going to discuss episode 1 of Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fire that up probably tomorrow and sit down and get my arguments ready for Team Joffrey.
Doesn't Joffrey catch the backhand, catch a pimp slap from Tyrion in episode 1, or is that episode 2?
Is that episode 1?
Either way, undeserved. Just a child.
Comic Book Bob's suggesting I take probiotics. Got to take care of your gut biome. I agree, Comic Book Bob. I do agree. Probiotics are quite important.
Welcome to Boomer Chat with John Malin. John Malin, where do you get your fiber?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever the wife gives me, I eat it.
Oh, Pixel Trader has an update. $316 till we hit 2 million with the projects on IndieCron. So if anyone wants to go out there and throw another $316 at LoneStarComic.com, now would be the time. Let's get that over $2 million on the back of Lone Star at LoneStarComic.com.
Somebody looking for a picture of me or something?
Oh, well, my son's doing a meme video of all of the comics gators, and but there's no picture of you, so we can't do anything interesting.
From Bell County, wasn't there pictures, or are you trying to keep those on the down low?
No, the Bell County one's fine. Bell County Comic Con. I'll see what pops.
Oh, has a picture of John Malin on his guest info page. Bell County Comic Con. Oh, but we don't have anything interesting. He said, "We don't have anything interesting you've ever said, John,
except for maybe."
Well, no, the grab a oar speech. The grab a oar speech is
grab an oar.
Type in Stuart Smalley.
Bell County Comic Con, and then put John Malin.
We're gonna use a picture of Stuart Smalley.
There's a good black and white that'll pop up. I'm looking fine as hell in it too.
No, just use Stuart Smalley. Look up like me. You really, really like me.
Don't do it evilly.
And then just put John Malin's name on it. It'd be fantastic.
All right, so let's make a prediction. Today is September 26th, right? Yeah, so Comics Geek Comics will have earned $2 million either today or a few hours from now on September 27th. When do we predict it will hit $3 million?
Christmas.
Well, what is it? September, the end of September, October, November. We got from 1 million to 2 million in 2 months.
About that, I think. I'm trying to remember.
It was July. It was mid-July, August, September. So a little over 2 months. But we don't have any. We don't have any. You know, we don't. We had Ethan. We had. Ethan's not going to launch anything till when? When's the next thing Ethan's going to launch?
Around November.
November? Okay. Yeah, so maybe Christmas. Maybe Christmas.
Maybe Christmas. What do you think? When do you think, Malin?
Yeah, I think by Christmas we're going to hit 3 mil. So with a little bit of luck, I'll have a project launching right around there too.
Well, I will hopefully within the next 6 weeks to 2 months be able to launch my next campaign.
Someone wants me to read a Moby Dick quote. Ken Jank Bin.
Just bought that book.
Did you really?
Book?
Yeah, found it at an antique store, and I bought it thinking that, you know, I might start reading it when I retire or something. You know, just getting ahead on it. But I ended up reading, I don't know, probably about 4 or 5 pages of it. Pretty good. A lot of information in a very short amount of time.
I don't. Oh, that's. What is it? Small. What's the author's name?
I don't know, but the dude is Ishmael.
Yeah, call me Ishmael.
Herman Melville?
Herman Melville. I was going to say Smallville. First super chat of the night from Tomb for Australia, $5. Back Lone Star, Heart of the Hero. Right after you check out and back Asgard by Ben Jones on Indiegogo.
Nice.
There you go. There you go. The first Comic Book Bob says, I think once the first wave of books comes out and they see the quality, there will be more of an incentive to pull the trigger. I agree. I think people need to get some stuff in their hands, which is why, you know, I'm trying to hustle this thing. I don't want to rush, but I want to hustle. Get this done. I am on page 44. And once again, do you want to see my damsel in distress? For those who didn't see it earlier, there are some new people here.
Oh, it's good.
Damsels in distress. That's what we should call
her. That is a living.
Say again?
You should do that as a living.
Draw damsels in distress.
Oh, raw.
I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll see how it works out, though.
Did Evil E get the link that I put in the chat? It was direct to that awesome picture of me.
Oh, no, he's not watching.
Oh.
Are you watching?
Firing. I'll put it in there one more time.
He's putting it in. So you're gonna review BLACKLIST. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think we have time to review the Black Ops 4 comic. I'll just change the title after the fact. We did something else. We did the Dark Phoenix. Did you see it, John?
I haven't seen the trailer. I saw an image on Ethan's stream. What did you think?
Edwin didn't like it, and I did.
Oh my gosh. Having serious days after right now.
That doesn't look like Stuart Smalley.
What is this Moby Dick quote?
I don't know if I can use that image. That does not look anything like Stuart Smalley.
Sorry.
He piled upon the whale's white hump the sum of all the hate and rage felt by his entire race. As if his chest had been a cannon, he would have shot his heart upon it. Moby Dick, Herman Melville, huh? What character was that?
I have never read it. How's the writing?
It's Herman Melville, man. It's a great writing.
Is it?
How have you never have read Moby Dick, bro?
I know.
Yeah, even the first page was pretty good. It described him, Ishmael, if I recall correctly, as just being someone that just almost couldn't stand being on land and around people, and there wasn't much stopping him from just going up and knocking someone's hat off. and he just wanted to get out into the ocean.
Well, here's a Herman Melville quote for you that you might enjoy. There is no dignity in wickedness, whether in purple or rags, and hell is a democracy of devils, well, where all are equal. Interesting.
I have a couple of related questions for all this this business we're doing. NE Dynamo asks, do you think Black and White and Brutus are going slower than expected? Might only do 30K. Well, Black and White is only a week and a half in, and Brutus just launched. So I don't know. We'll see.
Black and White started, I do believe, at the same speed that Graveyard Shift did. So, I mean, it has all the potential to at least be where we're at by the end of its campaign. It just depends on how hard Art hits it.
Yeah, yeah. And Brutus, I don't know. It's, you know, Nasser's writing it, so.
Is that Randy Queen in the chat?
Is he in the chat?
Our Queen Author says, hi, Mike, Edwin, and John. If that is, cool.
Hey, Randy, you want to get in here? Melville.
People are saying I look pretty much how they expected. IT.
I just always pictured Stuart Smalley. You've just completely shattered my view.
Yeah, well, that picture's like a year old. I'm a bit fatter now, so I gotta get that weight off. But
get some cardio.
Yeah, something.
Or you could just you ever done like keto or anything like that, or intermittent fasting?
That's way too hippie for me.
Intermittent fasting or keto? That's meat, you freak. Meat and fat.
Yeah. I want cheeseburgers, steaks, and you know, just your regular food. Taco Bell, nachos, hot dogs.
Randy says he needs to download Chrome and get Google Hangouts first. He's a boomer.
Wow, that's really bad. Who doesn't have Chrome?
I know.
Oh, maybe he has like a Mac or something.
I have Chrome on my Mac.
Yeah.
I have it. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I met Randy. It's got to be 2 decades ago. At a San Diego Comic-Con. Like, I think he was signing at oh gosh, what was it Extreme? Is that right? I forget. Some image-related thing. But yeah, I don't think I've seen him since then. It's been a while. We did talk about a decade ago during the whole Alias thing.
So, Mike, for fiction, what have you read as an adult besides Game of Thrones, like non-comic related stuff?
All the dystopian stuff I went back and read or reread. You know, 1984, Fahrenheit 451, Animal Farm, Brave New World. Oh, Brave New World. I did read some Anne Rice.
Okay.
I'm trying to think back.
All right, I'm going to give you a quote, and you tell me if you can tell me one. You should be able to get this one. You ready?
Oh, the Kingslayer Chronicles. Those are great. Yeah, go ahead.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.
Yeah, everyone's saying Dune. I was going to say Dune because it just sounds like, but I've only seen the movie.
Yeah, it's totally Dune.
Yeah. Mitchell Pronesti asked me if I've read any of Wheel of Time. I've read New Spring because I did the comic. And I tried to read the first Wheel of Time book, but it was like right after I had read the first 3 Game of Thrones books, Song of Ice and Fire books, and oh my gosh, it was so tedious. I couldn't get past like the first chapter. It's the same thing with The Hobbit. Oh my gosh, I was like gritting my teeth trying to get through it. Maybe I should go back and or maybe I should just get it on audio.
Do you like poetry? Do you like poetry at all?
Depends on the poetry, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's just because, I mean, Tolkien is a little foo-foo, but it is, yeah.
Well, it's just so bloody slow.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. Gosh, what else have I read? Oh, those freaking those Miss Peregrine and her Extraordinary Home for Extraordinary Children. I read that whole thing, or listened to it anyways.
I read some of the Harry Potter books, and just because I was trying to get, figure out what was the appeal on the whole thing. And I never really got the appeal. And I realized, like, at least I think it was the first 3 books. I think that's about as far as I got. And they were all exactly the same. Like, the format, everything was just the same. Here he is at his aunt and uncle's. Now we're going to the train station. Something happening there. Get on the train. Something happening there. Get to the school. Something's happening there. It was terrible.
Oh, you know, it was great. It's really old though. Catch-22. Have you read that?
Catch-22. When you were reading the dystopian stuff, did you read something Wicked This Way Comes by Bradbury? Oh man, that's such a good book.
Yeah.
I know who has the time to read anymore, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I don't even have time to do audiobooks. I'm so busy with all this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, here you go. I got you.
My entertainment has become me trying to create entertainment. It's that's what I was saying. It's so exhausting. It's like, man, I want to relax and watch a freaking movie or listen to some audiobooks or something. And it's
well, you got to set aside you time and time for this and time for work and time for family.
Yeah.
I mean, if you stripped it all down to just doing the Aloha Hour and you enjoy yourself, then that would be fine. You can throw in Game of Thrones or whatever as well if you wanted,
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that I haven't sat down and reread the books in years, because it's been years since the last freaking book came out. So in order to get back into the Game of Thrones, there's so much, and you just really have to. It's like going back to school on Game of Thrones.
Just watch the movies. Just do like you're doing this, or in the movies, the episodes, 1 episode a week. Yeah,
but the fan theory stuff is more fun.
Yeah, well, you already know all that other stuff. So
that's the thing, is that since I paid that much attention to it, people are coming up with these all new theories, and I'm like, you guys are nuts. I mean, I was totally into this, 5, 6, 7 years ago. I was on the message boards and I was all this stuff, and now it's like they come up with all this new stuff because like the old stuff has either been corroborated or gone past. So they just come, because all they do, they go through like every word, and they pick a word, and then they create these tinfoil hat theories about them, and then try to find what.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a lot of fun, but it's so much work.
Yeah, well, that's kind of cool. Like, I think his name was Quinn, right? I mean, if Quinn became part of your show, I mean, you have his knowledge base as well. You don't have to be, the encyclopedia of everything. I mean, that's the point of, getting a round table type discussion going on about the stuff. Whenever something...
I don't know if you've watched me over the past few months. That's kind of like how I like to do things. Kind of
what?
Know everything about stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You might be putting too much on your shoulders there about having to reread everything and whatnot. There's other people out there that are knee deep in this stuff, just invite them on.
I actually do have another gal. What was it? Gray? Do you remember what it was, Elijah? Gray. She has a show. It is Gray Area, and she's got about 90,000 subs on her Game of Thrones channel, and so she's going to be on Friday, and Quinn should be on Friday as well. So that should be a nice little.
Yeah, that's a good crew.
Here you go to support your theory. There were questions asked and answers given there in the chill of morning, but afterward, Bran could not recall much of what had been said. Finally, his Lord Father gave a command, and two of his guardsmen dragged the ragged man to the iron stump in the center of the square. They forced his head down onto the hard, black wood. Lord Eddard Stark dismounted, and his ward Theon Greyjoy brought forth the sword. Ice, that sword was called. It was as wide across as a man's hand, and taller even than Robb. The blade was Valyrian steel, spell-forged, and dark as smoke. Nothing held an edge like Valyrian steel.
I just read that today.
So yeah, it could be about
that's
that.
chapter 1 of Game of Thrones. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun, man. It's fun. You gotta read the book too, or you already have it on audio. John, you're coming on, right?
Yeah, the first book.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna watch the episode.
Yeah, well, watch the episode and then just listen to the audio for those chapters.
Oh, specific chapters?
Yeah, the chapters related to the first episode.
Oh, well, break it down for me, man. What chapters is that? Is that like chapter 1 through 8 or something?
Probably. Just watch it first, and then listen to the audio, and then when it stops correlating, you're good.
John Malin loses on Drawn and Quartered a lot, right?
It's going to confuse me.
Yeah, John Malin. My son asked if John Malin loses on Drawn and Quartered a lot.
Tell him how I got third. tell him how I beat his father.
I don't want votes. I am just here to host.
I don't care how I win. I only care that I win.
It was sex. It was sex. It was. Let's be clear.
That's right.
It was boobies. Savage land boobies.
John, the lowest common denominator, and hit it square in the head.
I'm sure Ethan kind of helped it along too. So
yeah.
That wig, man, that was cracking me up every time I looked at him.
No, that was funny. No, but no, I said it. I think Mike and Art had the best drawings out. I think they were probably first and second place, and then probably me third. So everyone else kind of, I don't know what Elliot was doing. He was drawing a different character. Trying to remember everybody else's. There was the Brie Larson dead face going on the other one by Eric. What's his name? And
did she have Brie Larson? But he had like a nice setting. He had a nice composition.
Yeah, but
Eric actually had more composition than I think anybody else, didn't he? Didn't he have more of an actual scene?
Doesn't matter. I'm sure you can find a lot of composition in almost every frame of Captain Marvel, but that dead face. Yeah. And then Gary came in so strong on that first one with Chris Evans, and I don't know, man. I think he lost it after that win. I think he might have put in a lot of effort on that first episode, and then he thought he was going to be like walking through
surfing.
Yeah, he lost his edge, man. Drawing Michael or LaToya Jackson over there, and Yeah. So whatever.
John trying to tear Gary down for the next one already.
Yeah.
All right. So next one has to be from DC. Like it's been Marvel. It's been Marvel 3 in a row, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Green GRP poll, Canadian $2. She who? Am I spelling this right, Edwin?
Chee-hoo! It's just kind of like a little expression. It's not Hawaiian exactly, but it's not Hawaiian like Hawaiian language, but it's kind of a local thing. Yeah. Chee-hoo!
Oh, Pope Fire wants, if anyone can guess, Starfire.
Yeah.
Starfire.
Understandable.
Now, Pope Fire is a girl, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
John Dillard gaming the system for $5. I won Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition, making me official #1 Comicsgate fan artist, suckers, and at least a competitor for Malin. Oh.
What?
He's calling you out, boy.
And at least a competitor for Malin. Is that from the other drawing stream that was happening after ours?
Yeah. It's the.
Oh yeah, one of those pieces was quite good. Quite good. Yeah.
They're just lucky I didn't win, because if I would have won, I would have came over there and tore them up. No mercy, Cobra Kai.
I'll stomp a mud hole in you, boy.
Yeah.
Knock the taste out of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Pope Fire, I've removed your wrench. I wanted to explain, because I didn't explain it to everybody. You'll notice there's like half as many wrenches as there used to be, because there was one night was some idiot anti-Semitic jerks were in here, and so I like threw a bunch of wrenches at people to whack them, and I had I had so many freaking wrenches, so I just culled about half of them. And I know Pope Fire never asked for a wrench, and she was like, "What? Me? Why?" And so she was one of the ones I removed. It had nothing to do with our other friend. So take heart, young lady.
Yeah, Pope Fire's in the reserve, so when the time comes, she'll be there.
She's part of the militia.
Mm-hmm.
So
Malin militia.
Starfire was first. I wouldn't mind doing Starfire.
Well, all right, so we got to vote, but why don't we make Starfire one of the options? It's going to be DC, right?
I mean, I'd want to do, if we were going to do DC and we had to choose, I would probably do, if we're going to do a chick, Starfire, Zatanna.
Oh, Zatanna. Yeah.
Or Wonder Woman.
Or Wonder Woman. And then, all right, we'll make those the three options and vote on them.
All right.
Come next Tuesday.
Dude, it's just not. I've drawn Batman so many times.
Hawkman is always cool, and that's Hawkman is a challenge to get right.
Oh, that would be an interesting one.
Robin or Nightwing. Maybe Robin.
Maybe Robin. Classic Robin.
Yeah.
Robin.
Or Swamp Thing. Yeah, Swamp Thing would be fun. Swamp Thing is fun.
How about Robin, Hawkman, or Swamp Thing? So you've got a triplet there and another triplet we can vote on. Yeah.
All right.
But what happened to Starfire?
Well, she's in the Starfire, Zatanna, Wonder Woman triplet, because there still needs to be like a vote at the beginning of the night, so nobody can really like game it ahead of time. Yeah.
And I've drawn so dang many. I mean, I've drawn Wonder Woman a lot too, but I just thought I'd throw that in there as an option. But gosh, I've drawn so many Harleys and Catwoman. It's like I get so many of those for commissions.
I've seen Harley so much over like the last year. It's just kind of boring to look at her.
Could do a redesign.
That's something one of the fans was saying. I don't remember if it was here or Twitter. Yeah, it's just time for some fresh characters. It's like you can only regurgitate stories for these people so many times before it just I mean, I understand. I love these characters. I love Spider-Man. I love Wolverine. I love but how many stories can you come up with and still interesting?
Yeah, I mean, DC probably does this much better, but I think with the Marvel Universe, they just need to move everybody ahead in time and, let there be a whole, almost Kingdom Come like, a whole new generation coming up. And so Peter Parker, Mary Jane, they can be married, have a kid.
That would actually be a really good idea if you fast forwarded the entire
Marvel Universe. Yeah, I mean cause that's what made Old Man Logan, the original Mark Miller run, so fun. Was you're kind of relearning everything about what had happened and where all these heroes kind of went off to, and or where they died at. I mean, there's a lot you can do. Who's going to be alive, who's going to be dead, who's going to have kids, and where the generational heroes at, and I mean that would be a rediscovery for everybody. And I still support the idea of relaunching some of the original lines, like back to their original numberings and staying true to that, and the continuity, the canon, but also doing a separated line, which would be more in line with like what I was saying, move everybody up 10 years.
Yeah, but an actual dedicated line, so it's not like something that's only going to last 12 issues. Just like
yeah.
Right?
No, it'd be pretty permanent until sales show that they completely dry out or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and
if they're going to do something and stick with it though, but like this rebooting stuff every year and having like the Crisis, Infinity, Reset, Civil War, whatever, nobody cares anymore. You don't have any connectivity anymore, right? Because as soon as maybe you have a chance to actually invest in a storyline or this new concept of a person to form some affinity, some connection to it, they just chop it up again. And everything that happened, the last 5 or 10 years doesn't even matter anymore.
Well, the way I'm thinking about it, it would make for a great when you're telling a story, part of the great thing about your story is discovery for the characters. So when you have a character that's dealing with stuff, but the audience isn't aware of the things that happened in his life in the past 10 or 20 years that led up to it, then you have this opportunity for discovery. So if you did just jump the universe ahead 20 years, say, and I did this in my Injustice 2 pitch, I jumped it ahead 15 years, and it was great because you had all this other stuff you could go back and feed on. You could have all that interesting backstory to fill in gaps and create actual what's the word, like suspense or mystery about what has been happening in the universe. It's instead of just knowing everything that's happening because you're just on this constant roller coaster of things, it could really create a much better dynamic for an entire universe.
Well, yeah, like I was saying with the Old Man Logan, when that world was unveiling, you had everything to learn about that world, but also the back history of everything, fill in the gaps of, 10, 20 years, So, yeah, I mean, you can do a lot of stuff. You can make whatever Steve Rogers president, or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I had Bruce Wayne as president in Injustice 2.
How'd that work out?
It worked out great in my story.
Was it a utopian society?
No, he's a billionaire, man. He's a capitalist. Superman was the one trying to create the utopian society. He was the dictator. John, do you know I was paid to write an actual pitch for Injustice 2, the video game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I wrote it, but I'm trying to get the rights, or I'm trying to get out of the NDA so that I can actually show it on my channel or wherever. But they won't respond. Warner Brothers Games will not respond to my request, and it's really irritating.
Maybe you could do like they did with that one radio thing. The names have been changed. You just use stand-ins for everybody. So, you know, you have, I don't know, Power Man.
Yeah, or like
Ubermensch.
Captain Geach and the fish stick force.
Of course.
Gotcha, Miller.
On Prime.
All right, so let's talk what comes next, right? So after you deliver Lone Star,
Mm-hmm.
you're going with the 3-pack. You're going Lone Star 2. You're going 6 Gun Samurai,
Nuclear Family.
and Nuclear Family. 3 separate books.
That's the plan.
Shipped together as one unit.
If people want to buy all 3.
Okay. Malin, is it too early to talk about what your next project is?
Oh, mine. Yeah. So mine won't be announced until it's launched, I believe. So.
Are you working on it now?
Really close to it.
Because it seems like you're not working on anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like to keep everybody in suspense.
All right. So at this point, with the amount of noise, the amount of projects, is it better to announce right before you launch, or is it better to do the slow roll? Because like Mitch and Red Rooster had the slow roll. I mean, he had like a year of concept art, and then like me and that umbrella guy, you know, started interviewing him and stuff, and then breaking out the Red Rooster concept, and that thing just blew up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you can do it, yeah, go that far back. You know, a year seems kind of long to me. I think a good 3-4 months of teasing. You know, like even this one, you know, people are probably starting to understand that I do have a project coming up, and, you know, so, you know, but they're not going to get much more information out of me. So this one is top secret. So,
Top secret.
yeah.
Tippy top.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Chester Busby wants the call of the Lone Star
First,
Squad.
there is some crap going on in the chat right now. Sketch therapy. What do you mean you don't like fish sticks? Dude, fish sticks are like the best.
Tartar sauce on it?
Oh, no, what I do is I take ranch and ketchup. Like I put ranch on one half and ketchup on the other, and like dip it right in the middle, so one half has the ranch on it, the other half has ketchup on it.
Well, that sounds like some mighty tasty poverty sauce. Well done.
Good. It's so good.
Your ghetto recipes are simply charming.
That McDonald's filet of fish was pretty good. I haven't had one of those in years.
Yeah, McDonald's filet of fish. It's weird because they seem like these cheap little crappy freaking sandwiches, but something about McDonald's filet of fish is they're so good. I just put
filet of fish. If you eat it while it's hot, right? So if you eat it right there as soon as you purchase it, right, and their oil was clean, if you eat it right there, it's amazing. As soon as you let that filet of fish cool down, I mean, even like 5 degrees, like I take a bite of that and I just want to.
No, don't. You got to bite into it and the steam comes out.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, that's the bomb. Sketch says maybe the supermarket fried ones aren't good. I've never had anything homemade. That is a thing. You can get some pretty freaking bad fish sticks at the supermarket. But if you go to Trader Joe's or Aldi, wherever you are, they have some fantastic little fish sticks. They're really good. And you just stick them in the oven, pop them out, man, baller, good stuff.
No, like actual fish and chips, I love too, right? You know, some kind of white fish and chip. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
It sounds very English.
You know what? In Doctor Who, my daughter just popped her head in and said this. In Doctor Who, the Matt, what's his name? Matt what?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Smith.
The Matt Smith doctor is trying to discover what he enjoys eating, and so he, he's like in Amy Pond's kitchen, like eating all these different things, and he has fish fingers in custard, which I thought, that sounds freaking disgusting. But my daughter is like, let's make fish fingers in custard, because she's a huge Who fan, and so we made it, and I tried it. It's actually good.
Have you ever had the fish custard at like a Korean restaurant?
No, that sounds worse.
I love it. I love it. All right, we got the call for the Lone Star Squadron. Are you ready?
All right, I have my mute button ready.
Okay, if you are joining us tonight for the first time, you need to remove your headphones. You need to bring your volume all the way down. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. Do it now. I'll give you a 5-second warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lone Star Squadron! Ho!
And we're back. If your speakers still work.
I feel so sorry for Edwin's wife. Every night, she out of the blue, this thing just pops up. She's like, "What? What's going on?"
She's comforting my
for
dog.
for his dog.
Come here, buddy.
No, it's okay,
Come
bye-bye.
here. It's okay. It's okay.
There's the puppy. Where's the cat?
Okay. You're a good girl.
Okay, I'm uploading the video.
Uploading now? To what channel?
Right. Nothing that a little cheese would fix. Oh, you take off?
Yeah. She's taking my headphones with me.
So my son is uploading or exporting or whatever his Comicsgate video now. Should be what, 40 minutes? Oh, it's done uploading?
Well, it's done.
It's done exporting, but it's not. So I'll put a link to that on my Twitter page.
So describe it to us, Mike. What are we expecting here?
Do you want to play it? I don't know how you could play it over here, though.
You just point the camera at your screen.
Hold on. Let me see if I can reach.
Oh my god.
Look at that messy, disgusting office. Messy Mike.
John. Can you see?
Hey, what are you doing?
They want to see it.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Evil E.
I am not a performer.
He does not jump when you tell him to jump.
Yeah. He's an artiste.
Messy Mike versus Dirty Duck.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got time to clean my room, man. I'm trying to get freaking Lone Star done.
Yeah.
I'll probably do some cleanup when I'm actually done with this book. I have been talking to the dog tag printers, though, so that should be coming up pretty soon here.
Mm.
And I mentioned that in the thing about the mailers.
What about mailers?
I'm trying to order them from a manufacturer rather than from a retailer.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna, as a conglomeration of people, why the hell are we ordering retail?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yep. If we can get away with a manufacturer rate, yeah, that'd be killer.
All right.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Probably cut it down in half. Oh, plans for Tokyo Comic-Con coming along. You know what? Something else.
So everybody is in agreement then that in order to ship our books, we need to have ISBN numbers, right?
We do?
In order to qualify for media mail is what I'm hearing, that you need to get an ISBN number on your book.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
And
they cost like $85 is what they're saying in that chat, the printing fulfillment one.
Well, if that gets you a media mail rate, I mean, you only have to ship what, 40 books before you've already broke even on that. Less, probably only about 20 some, and you would come out ahead using the media mail rate.
Wait, what are you talking
What do
about?
you mean?
Say again.
Sorry, say again.
I'm saying you can probably recapture the cost of the ISBN number.
Oh, right.
Right. Just with the reduced rate for the media mail rate, it probably only takes about 20 books shipped out to recapture that cost.
I just wonder how long that process takes to get an ISBN. I have a friend who I can probably bum ISBNs off of if I need to, because I think he orders them in bulk.
I think Nasser has them in bulk.
Oh, does he? Oh, well,
Yeah,
get them from him then.
I heard him say he had like 10 of them or something.
He doesn't need all those.
And it says, let's see, it says there cannot be any ads.
Right.
Yeah, no ads.
That's fine.
So what about any supplement material that comes with it? So
That's true, like the dog tags and such.
Yeah, trading cards, bookmarks.
I think bookmarks and trading cards are fine. I am worried about the bookmarks though.
Why the bookmark specific?
Well, it's not an ad. It's just a bookmark. Just an extra piece of paper. It's like you order. It's like when they ship magazines, media mail, even though they do have ads. What is up with that? It's so convoluted.
I think it's certain types of magazines, isn't it? That can go media mail.
Z Ryan said Nasser had a bookmark in his, so don't worry about the bookmark. I'm only I only have a few of these left, so some lucky customers are going to get these in random. Maybe I'll just do the first however many I have on the orders. You guys will get bookmarks, and it's not even part of the deal. So, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, so I that makes me wonder or think that perhaps on the next one, I'm just going to try to put all the extra material into the book itself. So if that's adding more pages as a trade, putting everything into one singular book and just make it super fat.
Right.
Oh, Elliot Fernandez, his project only has a day left on Indiegogo.
Nice.
I don't know if he's going to go into a store. You think he got too overconfident? Is it the because has anybody taken first place and then even came back and medaled yet on Drawn and Quartered?
Well, we've only had 3.
Yeah.
So I don't
know. No. Look, I'll tell you what happened with Elliot. The fans don't like Elliot being a smack talker. They like Elliot being Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Elliot is not allowed to talk smack. That is for me and John.
Yeah, they like him as Bob Ross.
no interest.
And me is Jack Black. Jack Black versus Stuart Smalley.
Brother. I think you're the only one that hears that, Mike.
Okay, everyone who hears Stuart Smalley, or what's his name? What's his real name?
Al Franken.
Al Franken.
Everyone who hears Al Franken, when you listen to John Malin, press 1.
Well, what's the other option? Of course they're going to hit 1. Where else are they going to hit 2?
Well, just now the other option would be Eeyore, but yeah.
If you don't hear it, hit 2. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Razdoc, you're dead to me. Marsupial Gamer, you're banned.
Well, the Malin contingent is pretty strong in here.
Yeah, my people.
My people. There's my beautiful boy, Micah. Say hello, beautiful. Look, I'm a 2-headed monster.
Yeah, well, some of your
Why
people
are you
here might
so blurry? Sorry, Malin.
French Stewart, the guy from Third Rock from the Sun.
French
French Stewart.
Yeah, isn't that Third Rock from the Sun, dude?
Yeah. That's funny.
No, wait, which one? Oh,
Good answer, I Jordan. He says, I Jordan says, I hear the leader of Team Joffrey. That's right.
That's funny. Has the Blacklist universe become the most popular John Malin channel now?
I'm on here more than my own channel.
Well, that's because we're welcoming to Third Rock. We love you, John. We love you being here. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Drawn and Quartered, man, everybody's been DMing me about Drawn and Quartered. Everybody loves that now.
Good.
Pretty popular show. I like it. But yeah, someone was mentioning, I think Dynamo maybe was mentioning that I probably shouldn't bother with an Aloha hour on Drawn and Quartered nights.
Yeah, well, it runs right together.
Yeah. A little bit exhausting. Man, we got up over, I think, around 550 viewers during Drawn and Quartered.
Yeah. You know what I think might be fun if we left one chair open for someone who's not normally in our deal.
So just boot Nasser?
Well, you know, just like they have that other channel that those other guys are doing. Whoever that was in here said they got first place. Like, let him come up in here and get smacked.
Get smacked back down to the
back to the minors. Back to the minors.
Back to the minors with you. Yeah, we might be able to.
Like a Joe's versus Pro. Leave one slot for a Joe.
Yeah, well, then again, we can't really trash talk someone like that, though. That's kind of the fun of Drawn and Quartered.
Well, I don't know if you want to come up on the stage. If you want to come up on the stage, you can take some rib shots too. It's you know, Drawn and Quartered is not the realm for a snowflake. And so if a Joe wants to step up and he's ready to step up, you know,
you come in with thick skin or you're gonna bleed.
It's kind of like, you remember that show American Gladiators?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just like that.
Great show. That was a great show.
Sierra Whiskey says that if I get less votes than the fan artist, that I'm going to rage. It's probably true.
No, if John gets less votes than the fan artist, then he gets bumped down to the fan edition.
Well, don't say that. Now everyone's going to not vote for me. We're going to send them down.
John Dillard,
more votes than me. I'll find an underhanded way to undermine him.
Yeah. John Dillard gaming the system for $2. You may get embarrassed. I believe he's talking to you, John.
Nice.
It's going to take more than that to embarrass me. So I'm just having fun with the whole thing. That's why I cheat. That's why I encourage. Go ahead and make extra accounts, everybody, and vote Malin. Do what you got to do. Team Joffrey. You don't play.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure that website that we use goes by your ISP.
I was told that if you, what was it they said? That if you vote with your computer, turn off your Wi-Fi, use your phone on your phone service, you can vote twice.
It's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
No, because I legitimately voted for my computer, my iPad, and my computer over here. But it only. It didn't change the vote count at all.
Try from your phone, but turn your Wi-Fi off.
It only registered from the one ISP.
Yeah.
See,
so you can't cheat. Dang it.
Rodwell Stevens says Kanan drew a Rogue 2. Did any of you see it? I did not, but I will go look that up right now.
Yeah, I saw it. Looked pretty good. I think he said he did it in 1 hour and 38 minutes because he timed it because he wanted it to be fair. Yeah, it looked pretty good. It was punching some kind of machinery or something like that. Yeah.
We did miss Kanan being there.
Yeah, well, he's he's a good competition.
Comic Book Bob says Kanan won and he wasn't even there.
No,
Thanks.
no, he did not win. Did you guys catch up on the drama? Did you catch up on the drama with Kelsey?
No. What?
We left him out of the voting.
Yeah.
Did that create drama?
Yeah, he got what he deserved. Yeah, because he wanted his drawing to be judged.
Well, he bailed.
Yeah, well, he was done. Is his point?
Yeah. Well.
Whatever.
That's,
Well, he was
that's
having
not what it's about. I was done a half an hour early too. I didn't bail.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay in the room.
Edwin, you want to get this one?
Audio issues though. Here we go. I think I've got Kanan's loaded up right now.
Wow. Nice. While we stare lovingly at that, John Dillard gaming the system for $2 has rating fan champ. I'm down. I got thick skin. All right, John. We will bring you up to the majors for next week's show.
Nice. Congrats, John.
That man, I'm gonna hire Kanan for one of my projects.
Kanan's good at hair, man.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Yeah, gotta be good at something, I guess.
Edwin, click on the image. Yeah, but I've got it on it's on Twitter and it starts behaving kind of weird.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to lock it back on again? This isn't the Kanan show.
I published the video in
Is it on?
it's called Comics this year.
Okay, let me go look for it.
Yeah, his materials look good, like the jacket. Who else did a good jacket? Was that you, Mike?
Yeah, I did a great jacket. Everybody loved it. Wait, what's your YouTube page, Elijah?
Matio's crap.
Matio. I have something
Evil E
for everyone. It says this channel does not exist.
All right, Mr. Miller, it is about 20 minutes till 10 o'clock, and I am up at 4 a.m., so I am going to have to bid you a
Okay, Edwin, just give me a couple of seconds here. Wait, it's right there. It's right there. You're going to want to see this. Oh, wait, it's right there.
Don't play it on your screen.
Sierra Whiskey says that Mike spent all his time drawing jackets and not enough cleave.
Okay, let me share my screen. Lock it on my screen. Oops.
If you do that, it's going to look terrible.
This is going to look terrible, so you have to go to my son's actual page to see this. Let's full screen it.
Wait, what's his actual page?
Matio's crap. I'll put a link on. I'll share this video on Twitter. So, are you ready?
Yep.
I can cut the mouth open, have a little tuck in my fear. Slice my face open by accident. I cut the LONESTAR Squadron! Dude, I showed up at the doctor and they see me, they go, "You're a picture of health. What do you do?" I go, "I don't wash my hands, I don't brush my teeth." I'm afraid I can't do that. I can order
Oh no. I totally didn't hear what I said. What was I talking about?
The volume on the music way too loud.
I heard everybody else clearly, but I missed.
Point.
But yeah.
It was the get in the boat and start rowing.
Pizza. Jamie here.
That's my son.
Tibetan gnomes are phenomena which occur regularly in every single human society.
All right.
Oh, comic book Bob liked it. He said 10 out of 10.
Right on. All right, Edwin. Let's just wrap this up then. Can you? Well, actually, let's let John give his info.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at John Malin. You can find me on YouTube, also under John Malin, and you can support my Indiegogo Graveyard Shift, which just passed 75,000. We'd love to get to 80 and meet our next stretch goal. Thank you very much.
Right on. And I am, of course, Mike S. Miller. You are on Blacklist Universe. This has been the Aloha Hour. Please do like and subscribe on your way out the door. Please do hit that bell for notifications. And if you have not already, please do support me at LoneStarComic.com. Check it out. If you like it, give it some love. Edwin, if you would, please.
Yeah, absolutely. As we talk about a lot of nights, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things competing for your attention, right? Everybody wants your time. Everybody wants your attention. It makes us scurry-some people, never having to stop and decide if any of these things are actually worth scurrying around about, being stressed out, worrying about all these different things that are beyond our control. And so anybody worked up, riled up, all this stuff, say no. Take some time, slow down and look at the things around you. Decide what actually matters to you, right? Take that time to breath. If it matters and what doesn't. And if somebody wants you scurrying around, wants you riled up, and wants you angry, they're probably in your best interest. In any event in the world, right? Wherever you are in the world, whoever you are, whatever resources you have or you don't have, it doesn't matter. The thing that you can control in the way you treat people and value the people around you, showing that kindness and creating the space for the people around you to slow down, feel appreciated, right? And value the actual important things in life. But wherever you are, I hope you're doing right, and I hope you know that you are valued and that you are important. Until we meet again, I wish you a good night and aloha.
Aloha. Lone Star Squadron, you are dismissed.